Hey, 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 you two. How you doing?
Hey, doing good.
Good morning.
And it is morning for you, Didi. You're coming
Oh
to
my
us
God.
from the other side of the world. No palm trees in the background this time.
No, I'm coming from, I'm trying to get some beautiful pictures on the background so you have a little bit of a view.
Yeah,
I don't know how
great
this thing
choice.
works. I don't know how this thing works. I'm not this technical. It's like a terrible, it's like, wait, maybe I did it like this. Bam. I don't know. But I am in Holland.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you
Good
go.
job.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Lisa, coming to us from Melbourne. How are you?
Coming to you from Melbourne in my house for the third week in a row. Not going anywhere. Stuck here. Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy. So we're going to
Again.
jump straight into the charts in a moment. For a lot of hungry viewers, I'm sure you two are getting inundated, as quite clearly FOMO is back. We are well and truly,
Yeah.
it's going mad, putting it mildly. So,
FOMO is the new black.
exactly. So we're going to look at the charts. We're going to talk about a couple of projects specifically, and then sort of round it out with a general chat on what's happening in the industry and life. So without further ado, Lisa, I think this week I've successfully enabled screen sharing. So give it a go.
Amazing.
I'm
Can
getting
we do
better.
it?
I'm getting better.
Okay. No, it says host is disabled. Oh.
Try now.
It's not me, it's him.
Try now.
There you go.
Sean, is that a surfboard on your back?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. I can do it
Yes,
now.
it is, Didi.
Look at this chart. Look at this chart. Okay, there's a pattern. This is a very exciting pattern that I've noticed in Bitcoin. I was searching because I've got a few people trolling me on Twitter telling me that Bitcoin's bearish. And I'm like, Bitcoin's not bearish because it hasn't touched the bullish pivot for like, nearly months. Like April was the last touch. So I want to show you this pattern that was all the way back in May 2019, where BTC had this like run up to 14,000, and it went from the 6th of June to the 30th of June, and it made a $6,300 rise in that 24-day period. So 7,500 to 13,800. And we have a very similar pattern happening now. So the previous bullish pivot was here, and it was touched 2 times. It didn't come back down to this range. So the bullish pivot here has been touched 2 times, and it has held above this range. And we've held in, we've currently got a channel that we're trading at the moment. And yeah, so we're caught underneath this all-time high resistance, which we have pierced today with the whales sort of playing as they are at the moment. But like I keep saying, the easiest way to break a resistance is to go sideways. And that's what we've been doing for like nearly 3 months. So this is a really, really, really exciting pattern. And I keep telling you guys this every week. This is going to go up. So we have a potential $16,000 here. And this last move, this last $6,300 move took just 24 days. So right now we're here. We're at, sort of, low 9s. And the target here with the next resistance is 16,422. So we've got about sort of a $6,000 to $7,000 range that we could do within the next month. So yeah, that's exciting times. And I still believe we've got a massive big candle coming, because there's a lot of shorters on the other side of this resistance waiting for it to come up. And, to open up their shorts, they've got their orders waiting, and it's just going to blow through those and just kill the ball. So yeah, that's my exciting news.
There you go, kids. Bitcoin's not boring. Something will happen
Eventually it
sometime.
will happen,
Surely.
yes.
Oh,
You know, the exciting thing is it's holding this pattern. It's holding, you know, I've put up the full Elliott wave pattern that we've been trading, and you know it's holding all of that all of the time. So yeah.
Well, I suppose the store of value narrative has been fully in effect for a long time.
It has, yeah.
That's what it's been doing.
So
Comments,
yeah, so we've
Didi?
got.
no comment at all. I have the same problem. Everybody like hating me that I'm too bullish. They're always commenting on my videos. You're only bullish or never bearish. I am telling them the same as Lisa is saying. You know, we have been since March. If you look at the weekly chart, we since March we have been making higher lows. We haven't made a lower low yet. You know, the lower low should be around 8,600. We didn't see an 8,600, so why should I be bearish? You know, and I always tell them, you know, if you zoom out, you're already bullish for 11 years, man. It's like it's just how you look at the charts. Yeah?
It is, and
But for
everyone
me,
always
also,
says that, you know, I'm always posting bullish charts, and it's like I tell people which way it goes. So I say, you know, we're going to hit the 100 MA and then retrace down to a certain point. So, you know, it's a positive chart. It's not necessarily a bullish chart. So, you know, I always put out positive tweets. So that's probably why they see it as being bullish all the time. So yeah, I just think that this chart is really exciting. The best way to cross this resistance is sideways. It's the same as what we did down here. You know, we crossed these resistance sideways, and we're going to do it again. Okay. So yeah.
So next
that would be
chart,
really cool.
Lisa.
Next chart. We have Ethereum, which we've also got trading in a channel very similar to what BTC is doing right now. So, and we've just broke out of this downtrend channel. We're holding this channel support down the bottom. And yeah, this channel coincides with this target at 254. So yeah, the Ethereum, this morning I tweeted this out and said that Ethereum was looking really good, and yeah, all of a sudden it just took off. So, which is a nice sign. So, you know, a lot of people margin trade at ETH. So, you know, if you've got, even with a sort of a, you know, 2-3% move, you're still on a 10 times margin trade. You're looking at, you know, 26%. So it's a nice gain.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, next chart, BSV. This chart is BSV traders are all the new traders in the market. So everything moves to extremes. It doesn't move to a really nice pattern because, you know, we can sell. They put stop losses too close. We can see that there's some, you know, really nice strong bounces here in BSV. We're back up again on this MA. We're still crossed over on the MAs, and we're still bullish on the MAs. So they're not turning down at the moment. BSV is still looking really good as far as I can see. Our, you know, RSI and our, you know, indicators are all pointing in the right direction that BSV is still going to achieve what I see it achieving. I've got a long-term chart on TradingView. So yeah, I know a few people are getting kind of aggravated and annoyed that it's not doing as it should, but it will. It's still in pattern. And I think over the long run, we're seeing a lot of these low cap alts or low price alts moving at the moment and making big percentages. But I think that sort of money is going to come back into the top 10 over the next couple of months. So, yeah. What else have we got?
I would agree with that, but it is just utterly insane at the moment. Some of the percentage gains in the, I mean, I know they're 0.000 whatever, and there's hardly any market cap or liquidity, but my God, some of the phone calls I'm getting, it's just, yeah. There's a lot of FOMO out
Yeah.
there right now.
There's
That's
a
for
lot
sure.
of FOMO. So Eidoo is one that I've had up trading since around early June, about the 2nd or 3rd of June. I started trading this. I posted some charts. And it just happened to be lucky and coincide with some marketing they were doing. So we had a bit of a bounce, but this is another DeFi project. So this is a wallet, and it's doing really well. So we've done 113%. The 113% target was at 90, and we've passed that now. So we're probably at about 125% at the moment. This is one that I'm not selling. I'm just pushing my stop loss up into. So, you know, it's got a lot of room to move. It's had a very strong consolidation pattern. And yeah, it's got quite a good sort of trajectory of, you know, parabolic moves. So it's another one that I'm watching and trading very closely.
Okay.
XTZ, I'm still in this trade and it's annoying me. So this is maybe one of the ones I've dropped a few trades this week, and I put those on Twitter just because they're not moving, they're not doing as they should, and a lot of the money is getting drawn out of these like XTZ, Litecoin, you know, kind of different charts. They're, you know, not getting the money put into them, obviously, because these DeFi projects are really moving. So I've got this one at the moment. I may drop it, not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to admit I'm potentially still helping out a few friends and family that have just got a little bit bored, you know, with some of the coins they've been sitting in. And, you know, obviously when you're hearing of some of these huge gains, it's, I personally having a flutter with a percentage of your portfolio at this time makes sense to me. You know, I don't believe.
Even if you put a small amount, you like, obviously you never risk more than you're willing to lose.
Yeah.
So these could go the complete opposite way, like any trade could. Always make sure you.
Lisa, do you think also it also kind of indicates where we're at with crypto? You know, when we're thinking of you know these top sort of 5 coins, top 10 maybe even, that, you know, they are sort of bellwether now. They're you know, there's not a lot of action. It's almost like they, you know, they feel very legit as opposed to a couple.
Well, it's the thing is, you know, eventually they're going to become more stable, and the volatility, you know, comes away from those sort of coins. So it's like general currency, like the Australian dollar or the US dollar. You don't see these majorly huge fluctuations in that money. It's quite stable. Occasionally when something major happens, you see these major fluctuations, but it takes years and months for, you know, any fluctuation to happen. So over time, as you know, these larger cap coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin, BSV, BCH that are not moving, they do become more stable.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's why, you know, in traditional markets you would move to penny stocks, and essentially that's what we're doing with all these new sort of exciting DeFi projects that are coming in.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you like afraid? Because all that money that is now going into this DeFi and all that money that's going into these stable coins, that's not money that's going to flow into Bitcoin. And I think the more of these institutional investors we are getting in this space, I think they are like scary people. So they will option for the like 8, yeah, you know, so they will option for the 8 to 11% interest a year base by staking their coins and all these beautiful possibilities Ethereum is giving us. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin or Ethereum's price is going to go up, because maybe there are all these safe playing people that will use all the capital to stake, you know, and then you get their 8% instead of Bitcoin or Ethereum having the risk now to fall with 10 or 20%. So if they are the safe playing people, I think that could be a really shitty outlook for other cryptocurrencies as well. And then it's just, again, the real.
Well, you know, when you've got the larger funds, so and you know, like your Fidelities and your Grayscale, they're always going to go for Bitcoin and, you know, those top 10 sort of performances, because they're seen as safe. You know, they're not the ones that you're going to instantly, like they do fluctuate, but right now you're not seeing those massive fluctuations. And, you know, if you do want to make those bigger moves and those bigger percentages, then that's when you get on the, you know, exchanges that do the margin trading. So, and you trade those smaller moves with, you know, 10 to 20% sort of margin on them. And then you're getting those same returns. So they're not, you know, completely untradeable, but you have to be a skilled trader to do that. So, you know, right now you can have a bit of a gamble on a small portion of your portfolio and put it into these DeFi projects and get these massive returns. So like we saw with the ERD, so that has had massively huge returns, like 1,600% over a period of 3 months. You know, another one that we've been trading was Lend, the AAVE. So I put that in the Satoshi Sisters Discord last year as a long-term trade, and I had quite a few people laugh at me, and I said, this is going to do 800%. Since I put that in there, I think it's done something like 1,200%. And just recently on Twitter, it's done about 200%. So, you know, these trades are amazing right now. So even if you're just risking 10% of your portfolio, it's still, you're able to sort of, you know, double it and triple it at the moment.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Didi, on, you know, if you look back to the craziness of 214, 217, obviously, you know, it was those huge moves, probably, you know, in the altcoin markets that really sort of attracted a lot of new blood into the space. And obviously that's where people then get to learn about Bitcoin and Ethereum properly. Do you think we could be going into another phase like that? For me personally, the people that are contacting me, it's because they've had that friend who's made 400%, 500% on something. So, you know, they will go through that learning curve of what this whole space is about. But it is what I'm seeing attracting a lot of fresh blood into the space at the moment, because we're going back into some sort of madness territory here. What are your thoughts on that?
It feels completely the same as 2017. I was reading the news yesterday and the day before, and even if you read the news, it feels the same like the news in that period. You know, one trader is going, "Oh, we are going to go to 16." The other one is, "We are going to 7K. Bitcoin is bullish." So you can read all the news. Everything is positive, and you can see these altcoins now. Yeah, I'm watching, of course, Lisa's results every time, and it's massive. You know, it's like if people invest, like for example, if they would invest $1,000 in one of these trades and make 160%. You know, this is like a trade of a 1 or 2 week. Nobody can earn this with normal working. So I think that is what I said. I think the retail investors, the young people coming into the market, they will go for it. But I do think that all these millions that like Grayscale is was buying up all the Bitcoins. They stopped like 3 weeks ago with buying even one Bitcoin. They are not buying Bitcoins anymore. But I think they bought the Bitcoins to hodl, but also to stake. You know, to stake a lot of their Ethereum that they bought and everything. Because again, you know, I have this crypto.com card now, and they offer me 18%, Sean. So if I stake my crypto.com coin on their platform, I get 18% per year, which is paid weekly, which means every week I can increase my staking amount. And that's a lot of return of investment. And of course, is not comparable with these trades that Lisa now is doing. So yes, I agree with you that all these new, the noobs, the newcomers into the market, they will again fall for greed and the money and all these pumps we are seeing with the dog.
Yeah, there's always going to be greed in the market. There's seriously always going to be greed. So
and I like that, because that's the game. You know, I have a lot of fun just observing it. The whole
that's it. Don't ever complain about the game. Learn to play it. It's exactly. You know, for all these new people coming in, and like I have a lot of them asking me questions, and you know, I give them all the information if I can. But you want to learn how to do this, because there are, and potentially moving forward, this is a really new market. So we've got, you know, years and years and years of all of this exciting stuff to happen. So yeah, just learn to play, learn to trade, learn to, you know, I don't ever recommend
Control your
hodling.
emotions.
Yeah, control the emotions. It's like, especially like, you know, when it is
Breathe.
going on. Yeah. Well, we haven't seen any of those like insanely crazy candles yet that we saw in 2017, where
They're
it just
coming.
went up
No,
and
it's
then
beginning.
straight
It's the
down.
beginning.
So I'm waiting for the whales to start playing now.
Yeah.
And yeah, for that to, you know, you get enough people into the market and then they just take the market out.
Yeah. I mean, not to get too sidetracked here, but I think it was on our show last week, we were obviously talking about the amount of scams that are coming back into the space. And we had the king of that last week with Twitter. We'll maybe touch on that in the latter part of the show. Yeah, crazy times. On that note, let's dive back into some more charts.
Okay, so we've got some Dogecoin here, which is one of my trades this week. So this is Didi's favorite. So we've got it on. Woof. It's like, so we've
Let the dog out. Woof,
this
woof,
is,
woof.
I don't even know what this coin does. I don't even think it does anything. But anyway, if somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. What does it do? It doesn't do anything. So
I just made a TikTok that's going to pump in 24 hours.
Because of
You
it,
heard it
yeah.
here first, folks.
Okay, so over the weekend I looked at, I think, 50 charts. They're all up on my website, so if you want to have a look. And there's been quite a few of them that are just like going crazy. So this is Swipe. This is an amazing project. So I've looked into a few of the fundamentals on these charts and what they're doing. And yeah, so this one, so when I posted the chart was this green line here. So it has moved so far 70% since it was posted. I think this chart on Saturday night my time. So
all because do you think it's all about that they are working together with Binance now, that Binance is going to, I think Binance bought Swipe and they're going to launch their first debit card now.
Yeah, so Binance have got a debit card that is going to compete with crypto.com and Embly, which you can then spend all your, you know, crypto direct from Binance on this card. And this is what Swipe is. So this is a really cool project.
Team, I'm actually going to see Embly. I had a dinner with them Friday. I'm having another chat with them tomorrow. So we'll have a bit of an update on what's going on there in the next few days for you.
Excellent. Ampleforth this one's a lagging chart at the moment. So we've had a couple of market sells in this, and it's done some crazy, insane percentages. So somebody lost a lot of money on that trade. So
I'm actually getting their founder. I'm having their founder on for a show. I actually contacted this guy like 4 months ago before it did 400% or whatever it's done. So I'm looking forward to talking with these guys.
I think it did like something like 4,000%. It went to like
it's gone bonkers.
But so it's gone back down. So let's have a look. This is just an insane chart.
Yeah.
So somebody's like just market bought this, and there is Bitfinex have now put restrictions on how much you can buy. So this doesn't happen. So yeah, so if we have a look at this, it's like, yeah, that's just crazy and massive. So
it's an interesting one. The way it works is
there you go. It's a 20,000% candle. So you know, if you had, so it's just like somebody's got in there and just like market bought that, and it's just that's insane. So I feel sorry for that person. They probably jumped off a bridge.
That is terrible, man. Like that is now that I'm making all these YouTube videos, I miss all these trades. This is terrible.
That's one I think we were all in and had like a massive sell order at the top. So it's like you'd be sitting there pretty, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they have one of the better historians and economists on the planet on their advisory board, a guy called Niall Ferguson, which is why I first took interest in it. So I'll give you a heads up.
It's got a really, really good like list of people who are sort of advising and doing on that project. So a really good DeFi project as well. So Comp. So there's a few sort of coins that do the same stuff that Comp does. You know, so you've got the Lend, you've got Comp, you've got Nexo. Nexo is slightly different because Nexo, you can stake your coins on there and they pay you like a percentage every month back in fees, kind of like crypto.com does for keeping your Bitcoin or your crypto in with Nexo. So Comp is a similar one to that, and it's come right down. It's just about to move. It's broken over the resistance. So this is one that I see some big things happening, and I know I've been following a lot of the DeFi stuff to see what their announcements are, and I know there's a few big announcements coming with Comp in the near future. So this is one that I've bought in. And I really believe in this. You know, it's a little bit higher price, so it's 163. But yeah, even just keeping a few sort of coins and tokens of this one, and we're going to get some good profits on this one. This is Lend, so AAVE, and it's insanely parabolic. So if we go to the daily on this chart, we can just see that, yeah, have a look at that since it's listed. It's just crazy. So, yeah. So we've got 55% so far since I posted the trade on Twitter, and it's continued. But if you were to invest all the way down the bottom here, we've got a 700% rise up here, 650% rise. So this is another.
What, in 2 months?
This is sorry.
In 2 months' time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even 6 weeks.
Not even.
So this is the thing, isn't it? When you look at these numbers, I mean, okay, it really is just sort of the crowd in here playing at the moment, I think. But I've
well, no, I don't think so.
Retail wave is coming.
I think what these tokens do is revolutionizing how crypto is used and spent. So, you know, you can stake your coins and you can then use your coins. And yeah, it's just crazy amazing how this is working now. And, you know, so they're getting the benefit of your crypto. You're getting the benefit of the price going up. You're getting the benefit of, you know, getting money back for your staking. And yeah, it's just insanely crazy what's going on in the DeFi sort of area at the moment, and the percentages. Algo.
So Lisa, on that one, 650%. If we would have put in 1 Bitcoin, how many Bitcoins would we have at the moment?
Well, yeah. So that's crazy. 650 Bitcoins, wouldn't you?
Jeez.
So it's like, yeah, it's crazy how much money you can make in some of these. So it's like for $1,000 that you put in on the one that we were trading on the ERD. So, you know, you end up with $16,000. So for every $1,000, it's like that you would have put into that trade. It's a crazy amount of money.
Coulda, woulda. Huh?
Yeah, but who can make that much money and that's what's going to draw the people into the market, and this is what's happening at the moment, because this is hitting the news and this is exciting. It's like, whoa, I've made 200% today. I've made 100% today. I've made 600% yesterday. It's like, you know, it's pretty crazy at the moment, and this is what brought everyone into the market in 2017. So it's all about knowing what to invest in, doing your research, and, you know, not investing more money than you can afford to lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
The entire world is completely bonkers at the moment, so it makes complete sense that this is happening, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I've got a theory, and I think I've shared my theory with a lot of people where, you know, crypto's a really, really relatively small marketplace in comparison to all the traditional markets. And, you know, this is the chance right now in this crazy world to show the world what crypto's made of. Yeah. And again, to draw investors into, you know, Bitcoin and all of these crazy projects that are happening.
Lisa, there's also a mind shift. I think, you know, we've discussed this before. People are losing faith in the existing system, which is, you know, crypto is running alongside it right now. More and more people are wanting to learn. You know, but you did right, as you say, people need to take the time to learn before you go in first.
Yeah, it's like do some research and then invest your money wisely.
Yep.
You can invest. I never invest in long term in anything crypto, because obviously due to the volatility and what happens, you know, you can lose your money. It's like from 2017 to now, a lot of these projects are, you know, still sort of 80 to 90% down, and they're just coming back now. So one of the projects that from 2018, I think, is Covesting, which is actually a working project. So I'll have a look at this chart. So I posted this chart there's a lot of Covesting guys on Twitter that follow me, so hi, I know they're watching. And so we posted this chart back in February, and it's had a 300% move. So this Covesting is used on sites like Prime XBT, so it's an exchange. So they've got a module where you can copy trade. So this is a Covesting site, so I recommend having a look at Covesting.io, doing some research, seeing where their product is used. But
Lisa, are you on here? Because I want to be able to actually get on with a regular life and just copy trade you.
Everyone keeps asking me, and I'm not there.
Where do we do this?
Oh my goodness! So you sound like my friend Nick. So he's been at me in my DMs, and I'm going to kill him. So yeah, when am I like setting this up? When am I doing it? And I need more time in the day. So I actually have started the process. I don't know how much time I have because of the film, and if that takes off, then I don't have the time. So.
Comment below the video, people. Tell Lisa that.
Oh my God, they're harassing me on Twitter for this. So, but yeah, so Covesting is it's going to go crazy insane, because there's a number of like platforms that are going to take this up, and it's going to become a thing of the future where you can go to these exchanges like Prime XBT and you can just copy trade. And some of these traders that people are copy trading are on 200, 300%. So they're, you know, Prime does Bitcoin, Litecoin, all the majors, and it does a few of the traditional markets like the S&P and that sort of stuff. So,
yep.
Yeah, it's crazy insane what you can make just by investing your money and somebody else, you know, trading it for you.
Oh, that's a solid use case on this one, isn't it? So
yeah, so this is a really exciting project. So I just wanted to bring this to the light of everyone out there, and that it is actually a working project. So there's a few that are, you know, like Algorand, that are coming up with mainnet, and they're gradually they're hitting all the markers, which is really exciting. But this one's a working project, so we need more working projects in the space to draw more people in. But this one is so undervalued right now. So it's down 87% from its all-time high, and you know it's basically penny stocks at the moment. It's what, 3 cents, not even. So I think you know, the conversion works out to be about 3 cents at the moment. So it's pretty much penny stock. So this is a long term. I think, you know, over the next sort of period, we're going to see maybe 100%. So over the next couple of months. So if you want to sit your money in there, I think you're going to do well with co-vesting.
This is the sort of thing I like looking for, where, you know, I'm not having, I mean, obviously this is a TA show, it's a trading show.
Yeah.
You know, I'm more of the investor, you know, putting something in for you know, that at least a few months where I'm not having to look at it every day. And
yeah, so if you're wanting something, you know, put your money in, set a stop loss. So if it, you know, completely goes against you, you know, manage it as the trade moves up, move your stop up, and that's about all you're going to have to do. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have a closer look at that one for sure.
Okay, I'm going to bring you up to my trade of the week. So this one, so this one's Wink. So give me a wink, guys.
Oh God!
So
Every Monday, the best cheese guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's it. So
Same
this
platform,
one,
same platform.
okay, this one's been rebranded. It was TronBet. This is run on the Tron network. It is another working project where it has, you can stake your coins and you can use them to bet on their betting platform. Yeah, so it's got a lot of stuff happening. This next quarter, they've got quite a few games coming out and a few sort of projects happening with it. So, and it's really consolidated in this region. So I think we've got, if you wanted to do a long-term trade here, I think you can make 200% as long as you keep managing your money. Short-term, we're going to do 50 to 100% just with the release of the news. So yeah, so this was previously known as TronBet, has been rebranded to Wink. The ticker is WIN, so which is appropriate for a betting coin. Yeah, and this is my trade of the week. So it may take probably, you know, 8 weeks to 12 weeks to get, maybe even a little bit longer to get to our 200% trade, but you know, it could even go up overnight like some of these ones have done. So with the release of some news, I think there's some big news coming for this, and it's looking really good.
Excellent. There you go, people. Excellent look at the charts. Thank you very much, Lisa. So
We'll send you one Bitcoin. What is long term? What is short term, please?
Yeah, so this one's got lots of room to move. So it's got, you know, look at the zeros here that we've got. You know, if with Algorand, when we've just moved up 1-0, we moved up 1,000%. So, you know, potentially we move up 1-0 here, we've got big gains.
Altcoin madness. We love those decimal followed by
just
thousands.
crazy altcoin madness. So, but I'm gonna get Sean to put this link in the video so that everyone can have a look. So there's a DeFi list, which has some amazing projects. So that I've talked about. So we've got Lend, which is the AAVE, is the ticker. Atom, so Comp, which we've been talking about, Maker, which I've just dropped because it's not moving, but these are all really good projects. Rep, which is the ticker is Agur. We've got Bancor, we've got Dai, we've got KyberSwap, we've got so many projects. So, you know, payments, we've got Flexer, which is, I did the ICO on this one. It has, you know, it's consolidated, it's in a pattern, it's on some really crappy, shitty exchanges at the moment. They need to get it onto a better exchange, but it's an amazing project and it's a working project as well. So we you know, if you want to look up that one, it's got some amazing stuff happening, and the volatility on that one is just off the chart right now. So we've got all these wallets that we've, you know, the Atom, we're trading Eidoo, you know, some of these projects are just really, really, really amazing. So have a look through this, do some research on all of these. These are the projects. This list is what is going to be sort of the next bull run of crypto.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we've got Ox, Ampleforth, which we talked about earlier, which you've got a show coming up on. So Day, Loom Network, which is, so Loom Network's another really awesome project. So it's a gaming network, and, you know, you can build dApps and games and everything. So it's just, yeah, there's so many crazy projects on here that are worth looking at and worth, you know, putting some money into, because they're going to start moving.
Okay, excellent. We're going to be busy.
Yeah, so there's lots of research here, so that everyone can be doing.
Yeah. So, Didi,
Yeah.
back in
I have
Holland.
back in Holland. It's cold. Yesterday it was warm. The day before it was cold. It goes like this. It's as volatile as all these tokens. It goes up, goes down. That's why I have a cold.
It's as cold as Melbourne. It's like freezing. Look, I've got a big jumper on.
I think that's why I have a cold, because of the weather and the airco and wearing this mouthpiece in the airplane. I think they tried to kill me. But
How does it feel? How does it feel being back there after months on an island? What's it like being in Europe? With is it on lockdown there, or?
No, it's not on lockdown. People are on lockdown. Their emotions and like the whole mindset state, that one is a lockdown, I think, of most of the people. I'm lucky to be surrounded with my sister and their kids and their husband and my brother, and they are not this lockdown minded, but you can still taste the fear that was around here in the last, you know, couple of months. And I realized that I really lived in a bubble in the last couple of months in this island. You know, there was nothing sharp.
Yeah,
everything was normal.
I said that to you a few times. I don't think you were really realizing what a bubble.
No, not at all. I was going into town yesterday, and I see all these colorful lines like the Champs-Élysées, but these were colorful lines on the streets where people need to walk to the right side or to the left side. They
it's crazy. Yeah, the tape, and we've got that here.
So I got talking to one of these women working in the store, and I told her, I said, but who the fuck is going to stand in one of these squares waiting to get into your store? And then she replies, Didi, those people were waiting 1.5 hours to get into the stores. I'm like, oh my God, we are lost. Humanity is lost. We can never, this is.
I followed a friend of mine, and she was in Panama, and she's now in lockdown in Australia. She's in Sydney, so she's just posted and she's literally looking at the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So at least she's got a nice view for 2 weeks. But in Panama, males and females were not allowed to go out at the same time. They had, I think it was 1 or 2 hours, 2 times a week, where they could go out and they could do shopping, or they could go for a walk. And they weren't allowed to do anything else. They weren't allowed to walk on the beach. They weren't allowed to leave their house. They weren't even allowed to have a drink of alcohol. So just before this was all sort of happened, they got a 2-day warning, and everyone, you know, diverged on these shops and just cleaned them out of alcohol. And so it became illegal. So she spent, I think, 2 or 3 months locked down. She moved there because she thought this is going to be this new beginning, and then COVID happened, and it was crazy.
It is crazy. You know, I run into friends here that are like good friends from long time ago as well, and you know, they walk up to you like this, like, so what? No hug? Yeah. Is it no hug? No. It's you know, it's. And these are the top.
These are these. At the moment, you've got COVID. It's like you got to die.
It's a flu. It's a flu. Everybody gets the flu, and you live through the flu, man. We have been living through flus for decades. So these tough guys, like these friends of mine, they're like, no, let's do it. But come on, man. I said, you're like, but you can taste it. You can taste the fear
Yeah.
of the people. So that's why we are also leaving at the 3rd and flying to Spain to taste a little bit more fear, because there the people were really in lockdown. I'm hunting for all the lockdown people. No,
Oh
Sean,
my goodness.
it is just it's crazy, but it's also a lot of fun. You know, yesterday we did a barbecue with my family and friends, and it's just beautiful to be here. But it's too cold for me, and it's the first day.
Middle of
I
summer,
came-
Didi.
Yeah, listen. The
Oh
first
my
day,
goodness, Didi, it's too cold for you. I'm sorry that you're not on an island sunning yourself in the humidity right now. It's like,
Listen.
welcome to real life.
You're in the middle of winter, aren't you, Lisa?
Yeah, I'm in my 3rd winter because I had winter in Melbourne, then I went and had winter. I've got a crazy dog. What the hell?
Oh,
the
Didi.
dog.
Crazy
Yeah,
dog
what is
running
that?
around. So
But Sean, the first
And
day
then,
I come
yeah.
down. Oh, sorry, you were talking.
Oh, no, that's okay. So I'm just saying I'm on my 3rd winter. So Melbourne and then Europe and then Melbourne again. So yeah.
Never. That's the bad. Yeah, that's the worst advice. No, it's not bad at all, because since that moment you're making a lot of good trades. So please
Yeah.
stay inside. Stay inside.
Stay inside.
we want
Don't
Lisa on
ever get
podcast.
out. Lock Lisa down forever.
Just until the end of the bull run. Then we'll let you out.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Nah, that was so. No, it's just, you know, you get to use again. I think I'm not sick. I think I need to get used again to this new air and all that stuff here in Europe.
Well, I think being
Energy.
locked away on an island, on a tropical island, and you had no contact with real people, and now you're back in the germy world, and
Yeah, I think it's the other way around. I think the real people lived on the island, and these people are all the sheep. But I love it, you know. But of course, I could. The first night I came down and I went downstairs. I looked outside of my window. It was raining, so I called my daughters. I said, "Come stand with me." So they stand next to me. Juna and Julie told them, "said Do you know how much Daddy loves you?" And they're like, "Why? What is wrong?" I said, "Do you know how much Daddy loves you?" They no. What do you mean? He said, "Look outside. What do you see? Cars and rain." So, you know, exactly. That's how much I love you. I am going back to Europe for you guys. I am not seeing a white sand, palm trees, and a beach. I'm seeing rain. This is how much I love you. So they needed to laugh.
That's evil.
But I have one more small news, Sean. Maybe it's cool for the show. Maybe it's not. Then you just cut it out, you know, because you did cut out the guy naked and all that stuff. So, yeah.
with his daughter.
You guys need to like hit Sean up for some of the bloopers that keep happening here. So
Yeah, we should.
No, this is an uncut show, Didi. So you fire away. What
Oh,
are you
sorry, it's uncut. But one beautiful thing, because I heard Lisa talking about these beautiful platforms that are now trading for you, or where you can copy trade. I'm finally able to announce that I became an ambassador / advisor for a huge project from Switzerland. I will share. Can I share the screen?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
I figured out how to do
Oh,
that.
he hasn't disabled your sharing. It's like you must be special.
I'm going to share it just for a minute, because I think you both need to look into it, because I think this project is going to be a killer for all the automated trading bots that are already around, because I've looked into what the possibilities of this project are. They just launched their new office in Basel and in Zug. You can see the video on their YouTube. This is like fully customizable for traders. So any trader in the world can write his own script, his own trading strategy, put it on there, let it train. You can track back into years of data on all exchanges in a split of a second. So you take you create this trading strategy, you track it back and you test it back like on 3 exchanges. In 5 minutes, you get all the result, how much profit you would have been making. And connected to the platform is a marketplace where Lisa indeed can create her own trades and sell them to all those people that want to. So this is it's really beautiful. The first
I'm going to be the busiest woman on earth. Like, I've got all the Covesting guys trying to get me on Prime XBT so they can copy trade me. And now I've got you just, I'm going to be writing all my trades and putting them on here. So it's like,
it's just, I just want you to have a look into it. They are starting their first investment round. It was huge. They have a second investment and third investment round. I can tell you, it's a
Are they listed on exchanges yet, or it's still seed?
So they are not going to list on exchanges because they want to be they want to be a alone standing project. So wow.
Mm-hmm.
So stop the share. So they are going to be a project that is going to not be listed. They are just going to offer a service to traders because they don't want to be interfering, you know, with their own coin or whatever.
Right.
They are not only usable for crypto. The biggest investors in this project are the banks, because the banks are going to use it for forex, going to use it for stocks, because what they develop, the secret behind their project is the speed, because not one other project has developed the speed they have, and it is like, it's insane. But I can give you a login.
Yeah, so is this kind of like the 3 commas where, you know, a trader can go in, they can set the trades, you know, you can manage it through 3 commas and a similar thing, or?
It's more than that, because there is a whole artificial intelligence built into that is also analyzing all the news articles, everything out there. So it's a full package. It's really, I have never seen the back testing going this fast. So I think their whole secret is that their speed. So they have this API support and everything, of course, what everything has. And they have the portfolio statistics. You can monitor your accounts. You know, it's all cloud hosted or local hosted. You as a trader can get your own cloud hosting machine. So you're all protected that nobody is going to use your trades if you don't allow them. It's like fully customizable. It's crazy. Okay. And it's like the scalable the scalability and the speed is their secret. And I don't think any trading bot at the moment can compare to them. So just take a look at it. If I can connect you to the team as well, so you can become you can test it for yourself. You can see how it works. But I think it will be one of the big projects for this year. Yeah.
Amazing.
Awesome. I will also have a look when we're off this call. I'm just looking at my Telegram blowing up down the side of my screen.
He was not looking at Telegram. He was looking at Tinder.
Hit me up.
He was
I've got hot tips on unis.
Yeah, it was no, hit me up.
Are you looking at Tinder or Telegram?
No. Hey, we're in a crypto.
He says Telegram. He says Telegram, but it's really Tinder.
We're a crypto bull run, people.
It's like, he's secretly sending his special pictures.
Oh, no, crazy times. My energy is going purely into crypto these days. I can tell you that. So, anything else? I mean, I just wanted to. Sorry.
Do we already have a decentralized Tinder?
Oh, apparently you're going to be able to use Bitcoin on Tinder. I saw the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That will be.
I better re-sign up to Tinder. I'm not on Tinder, so there you go.
Yep.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening.
John, Tinder accepting Bitcoin will create huge candles.
Okay, Didi. All right. I mean, I suppose we should just end the show on that. What better way to go out? I suppose on a.
It's always on that note, isn't it? It's like. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it clean. Family show.
Yeah, it is a family show. I believe Sean's mum and dad watched and asked questions.
They do.
Like, and they're asking what a double adapter is. It's like it's an it's an electrical attachment that you put 2 plugs into.
Maggie is still blushing. I saw her for the first time on Friday. She's still getting over your double adapter call.
Use your imagination.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as usual, people follow Lisa on Twitter on the daily. Obviously, do your own research, not financial
Yeah.
advice, all that good stuff that we need.
You get my pretty Bitcoin charts with my drawings. This is Lisa. I've now got a friend on my chart. I've got Moby. He's a dick.
I saw the chart. Moby Dick. So we have a girlish Lisa with colorful charts, creating Moby Dicks with huge candles. This is all what crypto is about.
This is what crypto is. This is crypto, people. It's like, I'm bringing the fun to crypto.
You do indeed.
Hang on, my dog wants to say hello.
And then you just huddle.
There you go.
Doggy
Doggy
Yeah,
coin.
she's like, buy doggy coin. Hang on, she's just going to help us buy some.
Excellent. So, listen, I hope everyone watching has enjoyed the show. We really enjoy making it for you. All the projects and products listed you can find in the show notes. And I will definitely see you two back here next Monday. Didi, you'll be coming to us from Spain. Is that correct?
Next Monday is what date is next Monday? No, I don't think yet. I don't even know what day it is today. What day is it?
Yeah. Anyway, we'll.
It's Monday.
No. Next Monday, I'm still in Holland.
You're still in Holland? Yeah. Okay. All
right. Well, next Monday, I'll still be in my house, locked away.
I have no idea where I'll be. I'm trying to figure that out at the moment.
I will. You know, Lisa, I can fly to you, give you some COVID, so then you had that shit. You can go outside without being afraid of getting COVID.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No. Hey, quick question before we go. The Twitter hack, all sorts of wonderful theories flying around on this one. Was it just a lone wolf up to mischief? Was it a attempt to undermine Bitcoin or something even more nefarious? What do you think?
Wait.
Lisa, anything?
I made it.
What did Didi say? Oh, I think orchestrated event. There's a few big things happening behind. I think Jack Dorsey has said some stuff, and people were like, "Okay, we'll show you, Jack. Your site's not so secure."
Right.
And so I kind of think there's some stuff happening there. He's very pro Bitcoin, so yeah.
Didi, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm not muted now. You know what really cool is? I found, I don't know if the Twitter hack is real. It's only like 120K, so it's not that bad. But the cool part of the Twitter hack, is this one. Sorry, it's a little bit noisy here. That you can see fully transparent what happened to this Bitcoin address. And this is so cool. I love this about the Twitter hack, because it shows us the power and transparency of Bitcoin. You can see which Bitcoin address was used, crypto for health. And then you can see, probably they weren't the smartest hackers, I think, because they only used the mixing service. Yeah, they only used the mixing service for 1.4%, Sean. So the biggest part of their coins was transacted through trusted exchanges and payment processors and an ATM. They all have KYC. Right. So I think a few big exchanges already know who these guys are. Because else it's not possible. That too many exchanges, if you want to withdraw, they have KYC at the moment. And they have been using all of these exchanges. So in my opinion, they already know who it is. And why they are not bringing it out, I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, I did a show on it yesterday, and obviously that was sort of the first thing we had to look at, exactly this, just to clear up in people's minds that Bitcoin isn't this tool for money laundering and so forth. It's
definitely not. It's not something that, is fully traceable and you can find it. So, yeah.
Especially for an event like this and the people involved, it is one of those things you need to throw a bit of time and money at. But it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. I've just enjoyed
it. But that's the thing with anything that you've got, like personal information, you've got sort of information you don't want to get out to the public. Have your 2FA on there. If you're going to get hacked, make sure that you've got 2FA, you've got It goes to an email, it alerts you. So you can actually get to these things when they happen. It's like, you know, if somebody was to try and hack my Twitter, which has happened quite a bit, you know, I've now got a particular email address that's only used for social media that is not circulated. It goes to a phone that nobody has the number to. So nobody's going to get my details. It's going to be very hard. It's like, and if they do, it's like, well, there's probably nothing very exciting there anyway. So it's just, you know, I just use charts.
Yeah, but we also need to be honest. You know, it's like this. It's only stupid people that get like scammed like this one. Who is going to believe that Barack Obama is sending you 2 Bitcoins in return if you send him 1 Bitcoin? You know, if you believe this kind of stuff, you need to be very stupid. You know, you need to be really
but all those tweets are back again. So, you know, the Ethereum tweets where you send 10 Bitcoin or 10 ETH to an exchange or to an address and they'll send you 20 ETH back. It's not going to happen.
I cannot believe that has been running on YouTube for weeks now. Weeks.
It's crazy that they haven't taken these down.
I mean, especially when they're
people fall for it.
Yeah, I mean,
they're shadow banning every big YouTuber, but they allow all these scam advertisements.
It's bonkers. It is utterly bonkers. It really is. Yeah, I mean, and there's definitely some issues around shadow banning, and yeah. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But you look at yet another indication of the fact we are really gearing up here for potentially quite a big bull run when the rip-off artists and the scammers are back in town, and they are in full effect. So another indicator.
Yeah, for sure.
I've got a technical analysis there for you people. Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, you two. Once again, thank you so much for your time. I really enjoy these Mondays with you both, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye bye.